for the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good and well. Yeah, let's get into it. Hope everyone has had a good day yesterday, bank holiday yesterday. Nothing really much happened here on GJ, and we pick it up from here. So let's have a look what's going on, do the analysis as always, and yeah, get straight into it. Let me make sure I'm all systems go. We look good, and yeah, let's get into it. See if some volume can come in today, break us out of the range. Basically, analysis is gonna realistically be the same, because yesterday when we did the analysis we were here, today we are basically the exact same spot here. So it's gonna be very similar analysis, but we'll see how daily candles have closed and everything. So news today, have a look at what's going on with news first. As we can see, today's going to be Tuesday, pretty clean day in terms of London session. Bit of CAD news later, which can affect the USD if it comes out, you know, very drastically different here. And that's basically it, to be honest. We do have this tentative monetary report hearings. Tentative means that it can come out whenever they want it to come out. Now, depending what they put on the report, could have an impact. But they're not giving us a time. I wouldn't expect them to do it first thing in the morning. So I don't think we need to worry about that. But if we do see a random move on the chart, then I will pretty much assume that it's this, right? There's no way of really knowing when they're going to release this, but I have not seen this be too much of a problem, you know, in my trading. So I think, especially that they put it later in the list, kind of implies that it's going to happen a little bit later. So we'll take it from there. So let's go ahead and look at the analysis here and start off on the daily time frame. So daily time frame here, previous daily did close bearish here. We are trying to break back above the daily resistance here that was created yesterday. And if we could break this high, will give us higher probabilities of price continuing towards the upside to fill this wick and potentially continue. If we respect this high, this could be a top wick and it can always flip and come back in the range. I want to see, yeah, look, and that high is exactly the 4-hour support, right? So that's interesting that it populated like that. Moving to the 4-hour, you will see that this is, I don't know why I wrote that support. This should be resistance. Yeah, that's a typing error there. right? So that's the 4-hour resistance right there, and I probably think buys would make most sense above there, breaking the daily high as well. Yeah, so that would be breaking the daily's high and then getting back above that zone. Buying 2 there is a possibility, but we need a close. We probably need a close above this 1-hour resistance. We are at resistance right now in terms of we're very close to 15-minute resistance. Ranges are very small these days. So I would like to use smaller stop losses because we don't have bigger ranges. So if I can keep a smaller stop loss, then I can just take a smaller take profit and treat it like that, because to this resistance around 2 pips from exactly where we are, this candle here that looks normally that would be like an 8 pip candle is half. So this is around a 4 pip candle at the moment. So these ranges here are not as big as we usually have, and that's just due to lack of volume. Trading above this area here could be a possibility, but I want to see maybe an hour close above in 20 minutes. If an hour can close nicely above here, that would be interesting. And I do think that will, that'll give us continuation here if we get an hour closing above this. Otherwise, above the 4-hour resistance will be the short, and I think that will be the clearest option. This is just an earlier option if we get the setup a little bit earlier. If we don't, then obviously that's not going to be an option. But that's basically it for GJ. Pretty same analysis as yesterday, so don't really need to break down too much. It's pretty much the same analysis as yesterday. Same buying spot, just need to wait for the trade. Now, looking at gold kind of just range. Excuse me. Ooh. Gold just ranged yesterday. And not range, but we kind of just broke down very slowly here. We just broke down very slowly. Came down, pull back, came down, pull back, and then just ended up again where we were exactly yesterday. Yesterday, I believe when we did the analysis, we were somewhere here, so we're not too far off. So let's go ahead and continue the analysis. Now that bank holiday is finished, I do expect gold today to probably try to break outside of this range. With daily candle closing bullish here, we have 4-hour candle also closing bullish. Upside does make sense. Just mark our 4-hour resistance here. I would probably think we need by New York something closing above this 4-hour resistance. If we can get something clearing this 4-hour resistance by New York, that would make New York buys very, very easy here. Yeah, and I think that would be the option for New York here, is to see price clear this level here. Looking at 1-hour time frame as well. Yeah, it's a little bit rough inside of this range because yesterday was, of course, a low volume, so it hasn't created an LTA for us, right? We haven't seen an LTA being created. It's just choppy price action. So it's hard to say when it will reject and when it will push through, because look, this decided to reject here, but there was no problems getting through this resistance. Now it's deciding to react off this resistance right here. So we don't know where it will react. So I really do think that above the 4-hour resistance will be safer on gold, or to wait for price to make targets right now. And if we can not tap the 4-hour resistance, if we can pull back before tapping the 4-hour resistance and create supports, that I think will allow you to go and tap this 4-hour resistance again. I think if you try to do that after the 4-hour resistance has been tapped, you're going to have a bit of issues, because that means target has been tapped. So I think, gold obviously after a bank holiday here, it needs to form some sort of cleaner price action so that we can trade, form ranges, or just get out of the range. It's one or the other. It either needs to form a range to trade, or we can get out of the range. In terms of 1-hour price action here in 18 minutes, if this closes like so, that does give you options in terms of 1 hour if you just trust it based on 1 hour. So you could look to run. 1-hour stop losses to get to 1-hour targets. Do I think it's worth it? Probably not for me. Probably not for me in London. No, I'd probably need to see more price action right here. And yeah, that's basically the analysis. That is basically the analysis. So pretty straightforward in terms of analysis, because we're pretty much at the same spots for both pairs. So the analysis kind of remains the same. We have a bit more closures, a bit more structure formed on gold. So we know if we're breaking this 4-hour structure on gold, it's going to give better options for upside here. And same thing on GJ, right? We have a bit more structure, although structure on GJ has been formed, showing us more rejections. But hopefully this pullback over yesterday is basically hopefully enough liquidity to push us today, if we want to continue bullish. So we'll have to see if we want to continue bullish or not. So yeah, that is basically the analysis. If you guys like the analysis, you know the drill. Part of the game. If we can do the YouTube business, 350 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Pleasure to have you guys. And yeah, if you can get the likes up to at least 150, I would appreciate that. Would appreciate it. Part of the game. Hate to say it, but you know what it's like. Bro, in top-down analysis, do you prefer mark, wick, or bodies? Always bodies I take, because wicks are inconsistent. Morning, morning. Funding pips thoughts? I don't know. I haven't used them. I don't give any thoughts about prop firms because I haven't used any. So I only speak from others using them, right? And then what happens is if something happens, then, you know, obviously you say, oh, but I thought they were good. We don't know. We don't know. I probably say the one with the best track record. The one with the best track record is going to be probably FTMO in terms of longevity and stuff like that. Because I see them that they've been around for a while. Remember when I started trading, they were the only real company. What if it's a wick on higher time frame but lower time frame it's a body? Yeah, but you're gonna do top-down analysis, right? You're gonna analyze from the daily down to the 4 hour, down to the 1 hour. So you will mark those bodies eventually, right? I think gold is going up according to Dixie correlation and Gabs. It makes sense. Previous daily closing bullish, previous 4 hour closing bullish. My bias on gold is bullish, so yes, it does make sense for it to go up. Just about finding an entry that you're happy holding through, right? That follows your rules. If you can find an entry that follows your rules, that you know has good probabilities of playing out, we know direction, what's the likelihood of direction, but now you just need to find a way to enter in that direction. Hope we don't watch paint dry today. I think we've had enough paint dry watching for the last couple of weeks. What is your playbook or A+ setup? I have videos on my YouTube of my setup. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see. I'll probably say my A+ setup is like a thunderstorm with 15 close. That's like something I like to take. It's like a double confirmation that. Bro, we would really appreciate if you shared the Gbpjpy and gold weekly forecasts and lives. It helps us to take some swings too. I think forecasts in terms of the weekly forecast, I do that in the Sunday webinar with the exclusive group, but we focus more on also fundamental analysis because fundamentals will drive higher time frame. Higher time frame is very drastically driven by fundamentals, whereas lower time frames are more technicals because most of the fundamental stuff is priced in. But obviously, if you're holding swing trades, you need to have a good understanding of fundamentals because you need to understand long-term what's going on and stuff, potential zones that are risky, for example, the yen having interventions or stuff like that. But on the beginning of the week, on Monday, we do start from the weekly time frame. So if you show up on a Monday, you'll be able to get the higher time frame analysis. But every day we're analyzing from the daily, making our bias and stuff like that. Hey Sharp, looking to short NZD USD in these areas, reversal imminent of the 4 hour possible daily. NZD USD. Do I have it on my list? I mean, while we're waiting, we could have a look. NZD USD. AUD NZD. NZD Euro NZD. Alright, I have to search it. Let's see. You want to short it from these 4-hour zones. Oh yeah, top of the range here. Yeah, seems like a simple trade, to be honest. Rejecting the top of the range. I'd prefer to see the daily candle close bearish. If you look here, every time the daily closed bearish, it gave the move. Or this 4-hour now that's creating support. So for me, what seems to be the case here is this 4 hours rejecting from this zone here. So we don't want to sell into rejection. I think if we can clear 61311, that is where we would probably see the continuation of the downside move. Unless you're up from somewhere here, this first break of structure. You know, something like that. I would like to see a pullback first on GJ before trying to close above. Because in these low volume times, these lows are tiny, right? You have to measure these lows. They're nothing. We need structure to put stops. Look at these lows. It's like a 3 pip 15-minute candle. Like you're going to get tapped out on 3 pips, you know? Look at this previous candle here. This previous 15-minute candle here, low is 4 pips. Gets absolutely destroyed, but the trade still plays out. As long as structure is being respected. See, as long as structure, all these lows are, even the 1-hour lows are being destroyed. No, 1 hour is fine. 30-minute lows are being destroyed here. How big is that 30-minute low? Like that's only 4 or 5 pips here. A 30-minute candle, 4 or 5 pips. It's nuts. And they're being destroyed. Your NZD is the most performant pair in FTMO stats. Ah, that's interesting. Your NZD is a great swing pair. Great swing pair. I've entered buys from last week. Nice. I just got here. I already done the YouTube business. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for leaving a like. I do appreciate it. If you guys enjoying the stream, you know the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Do I think EJ will continue bullish? I think it will look a little bit similar to GJ here. Where's my EJ? Yeah, it looks very similar here. 4-hour looks a great close here. Daily looks also nice. Yeah, upside makes sense for me. It just needs to create some sort of structure and then close above that structure. So this can close bearish in 8 minutes and then the next candle close above probably gives you the next option. Aloha to you guys. Aloha back, brother. I took a buy on gold once it created resistance after breaking out and broke previous bearish one hour high. Do you think it makes sense to you? Not sure where you took that. Thanks, Sharp, for the NZD USD check-in. Really appreciate what you do for us on the daily. Let's continue to get these charts. Yes, sir. You know the drill. Liked already my pair gold not moving. Nice during Europe. We'll do the YouTube business for now. Hopefully that brings you volume. Yeah, it's just early, guys. It's early. Yesterday was bank holiday. You need volume to kick in here. You need volume to kick in and then it should be fine. You took it right on the hourly candle. Breaking this bearish candle high. Yeah, I guess you have till 4-hour resistance, right? So if you took it breaking this bearish 4-hour candle high, you have till this 4-hour resistance here. That would be my major zone. The problem is this is all based on volume. You don't have clean range here, right? Price could reject here, it can reject here, but I'm saying basing on 1 hour, which you should have 1 hour stops probably below the previous 1 hour candle, or at least no, below the bearish candle here. You should have at least, you know, till the 4-hour resistance to see what's up. at the 4-hour resistance would be where you have to probably go break even or look to manage your trade, because even though it's only 12 pips and you probably had around a 19 pip stop loss, but that is basically going to be a major zone. 4-hour resistance can be tough. So just make sure that you're looking at what's going on at that zone there, right? All right, GJ's rejecting here, which is pretty boring. We had daily resistance. Yeah, we just tried to get back above it and then we failed. At this time here, we started to close candles above it, the daily resistance, and now we're coming back below it. Your videos and stream have been really helpful for me. Thank you. Anytime, brother. I'm glad it is. Yeah, it doesn't have clean range, so I'm moving break even early, targeting 22 and 26. All right, good luck, good luck. What's going on with GU these days? Daily bearish, previous 4-hour bearish. Yeah, probably a close below here. Or if you respect this resistance and you can get a candle closing below 1.25844, can take setup 2 towards the downside. That's probably it. How do you use supply and demand zones? I know you identify the right supply and demand zones. I don't use them as a hardcore rule. They're just forms of support and resistance. So whatever supply and demand zone, the reason why you see me marking correct ones is because it's just support and resistance anyways. It's just another form of it. You can call it supply and demand, or you can call it support and resistance. It's just the difference between support and resistance and supply and demand is... support and resistance is accurate. Supply and demand is a zone, right? That's the difference. Like supply and demand is you would draw it as a zone, something like this, not as a line exactly. You just make it a zone and say, okay, price can come back into the zone I'm interested. So I can use that knowing certain zones can hold support, certain zones can hold resistance, you know? I'm looking at Euro NZD now, and it's absolutely crazy how clean everything is. Yeah, it's a swing pair though. Yeah. You just have to take trades and hold. Yeah, you know. Yeah, 1 hour. There you go, man. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Especially like this stuff, right? Where you have, you know, you're in this downtrend. So you know any pullbacks here that come and form structure and break that structure, you can take trades. Pullbacks, form structure, break structure, take that trade. Pullbacks, this one hard, no structure formed, it would be tough to get in. Form structure break, take that trade. This one here even, you could have taken that trade down to here. This one never broke structure. This one here broke structure, take that trade. This one here, that was your break of structure, take that trade. And the retest, look, break and the retest. So even if you got, you know, your stops would be above here, you get that trade. Now you just wait for pullback, change the structure and continue that. Super simple. Maybe that's your backup pair. It's a swing pair, man. You just have to leave the trades for the whole day. It's not a scalping pair. And it's seasonal. Go backtest more, you'll see sometimes it's absolutely disgusting. Sometimes it's just really bad. Like these periods here. This. Right, this is terrible here. This, terrible. These periods here. Look at this. This is the worst time. I do still have markup on it, huh? Now you're seeing my old secrets, huh? My old secrets. I still have my higher time frame. Look, monthly and weekly, I still have all of that marked up on it. Yeah, big zones I have. You actually analyze it properly? Yeah, I did used to look at it for swing, man. I did used to look at it for swing. What's P&L so far this year? First month was around almost 7%. And then this month is a little bit slower now, running at just 4. Not the best, not the best. But also not the worst, man. I know a lot of people negative this month, so I'm not really that bothered. And the month's not over, man. Good, 3 more good trades and I'll be up to 10%, right? Right, 2% each trade, average. 3 good trades more this month and that's it. You're up to 10% and it becomes a good month. So things can change very quickly. At the same time, if I lose 2 trades, I can make this a break-even month. If I end up, which I don't think I will do, just based off, I would call it a month if I do see more inconsistency, which I don't think is going to be the case. But even if so, I could just say, hey, listen, I'm not going to try and end my month negative here. 4% you'd get a job at any investment bank? Yeah, for sure. But you have to realize I'm risking 2% per trade. Sometimes 1%. 1 to 3% I risk per trade. So 4% can happen pretty fast. They would be, probably if I was in an investment bank, I'd be risking 0.5% per trade. You know, so it would be a little bit more work. But I still do think. If we struggle with overtrading, would you advise for us to focus on swings? Not at all, actually. Not at all. It will do, you know. It won't do you good. Because now you're training a different skill. You're training how to swing trade. So you're going to take a trade and leave it just to make after a week 1%, 2%, right? All right, Frankfurt open here. We're pushing up already. No bottom wick on the 1 hour candle. Really would have liked to see a bottom wick on this 1 hour candle so we don't have to worry about it during the 1 hour time frame. So let's see if we can make a bottom wick on the 1 hour here. Yeah, we saw this yesterday on London Open. A candle just come out like this, pop up just to reject and fail. So I'll be careful. Hi, how long is the wait list for Tradesharpe exclusive? Depends. Probably around, for now, a day, 2 days or something. It depends on how full it is. It's not full, so if you're on the wait list, then you'll probably get in by this week. But I think by the end of this week, I will close the group till next month. So not even people on wait list can get in. Just I always do that. Just don't kick me out if you need more space. No, we're not saturated in here. Far from saturated. What does no bottom candle mean? No bottom wick means exactly what's happening right now. So when we open a candle with no bottom wick, we can see that 90% of candles have bottom and top wicks. So we could just end up rejecting. We could reject the top of the range, flip, make a bottom wick, and then continue up. So if you're in a trade and there's no bottom wick, then you have to worry. Let's say you got triggered somewhere here. Now you have to worry that this has to make a bottom wick now. And at the same time, if it makes a bottom wick, will it flip back up? In fact, I think the group could easily be saturated. No, but I'm saying it's not saturated. That's why I control how many people come in. Because I can control that. We'd need at least 500 members for it to be close to being saturated. Because people, some days they trade, some days they don't. It's like a gym membership. It's how it works. It's the exact same way as a gym membership. Right? Hey Tony, all good brother, and yourself? How much money is good to start to trade? Whatever you can afford to lose, man. Whatever you can afford maximum. You know, minimum amount that you just really don't care about. Like, just put the minimum deposit just to learn. And then later start to scale. What's your take on USD CAD? I don't know. You tell me. Your views on ICT? My views on ICT is that I think for the majority of people, it overcomplicates the skill. You spend more time trying to learn new concepts than applying the concepts you already know. And I think that's a problem. I wouldn't put any money to learn. I would learn backtesting and demo, then put money after 1 year. Yeah, I don't know the full picture, but you know. I would hope that that's the thing. I make that pretty clear, but people don't listen to me. So are we trying to get a close above the 4 hour and then get into an entry? How would you know if it's going to pull back? If it pulls back, then I'm wrong. Right? If it pulls back, then I'm wrong. I can't sit there and be scared of a pullback because I expect price to close above this zone and continue. Now, if we're closing too deep, if we don't form structure before, this can influence my decision, of course. But if we're closing above the zone with, you know, the way that follows my rules, I know I have probabilities and statistics for this trade to be playing out. So I can take a trade based on that. And if it pulls back and I end up being wrong, then so what? All I do is come back tomorrow and take the same trade. That's how it works, you know? And if this is just an inconsistent time in the markets, then let it be an inconsistent time. It's not going to affect me long term, right? But you can't sit there being scared of taking a trade. If you're sitting there being scared of taking a trade, you're never going to take a trade. I'll put it this way. I'm scared of not making money. I'm not scared of losing money. I'm scared of not making money. Losses I can handle because we know long term that probabilities are on our side. And worst comes to worst, you know, you can always adapt, change. It's not really something that worries me. We're not here risking 50% a trade, right? We're risking 1, 2, 3% max, you know, 2%. You have to really mess up to be in a bad spot, like really. You're not all in on one trade. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. And even if you have an inconsistent period, you're still not going to be down in the dumps, you know, max maybe 5, 6%. You know, then you can start making decisions down 5, 6%. But think about it this way. If you were to never make 5, 6% in the future, like many people in 5, 6% drawdown start panicking. Oh, it's such a bad month. It's so bad. But think about it this way. If you are not making 5-6% in the future, you are never going to make money trading anyways. Like, it's impossible. So why is that worrying you now? You're worrying about things that are outside of your control. Instead, you should focus on things that are inside of your control. Right? That's the mindset I have when I'm trading, and that's what I think differentiates the way I approach the market to 90%. And it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. Tradesharpe, you're a beast, man. Thank you, brother. Hey, the real MVP, my man. How long have you been doing this for, and how long did it take to get to where you are now? I've been doing this for 4 years, and it took me 4 years to get to where I am now. Appreciate that. I've been struggling to commit to trades. Yeah, you know, can't be scared. If you have a plan that's backtested, you put in the work, you have to trust that. You have to trust. You have to trust your plan. You have to trust the work you put in. Otherwise, it's for no reason. Hey, what's a copy bootcamp strategy? Not sure, man. Thank you for the stream and knowledge. Keep it up. Thank you. Did you come out to school and just thought I'm going to be a full-time trader, or you had other paths? Yeah, I was supposed to go to business school, university, but the whole pandemic came and then things changed and I invested in crypto, and then one thing led to it next. What books or courses do you recommend? I think I recommend my free course to begin with. Books, you know, popular one, Trading in the Zone. I think don't focus on books at the moment. You know, I think just, yeah, check out my YouTube content. That's free, and I think that will give you a lot of value without needing to invest. And then if you want to take things more seriously, then you will need to the only thing you should invest in is in someone to teach you how to apply information. So that's how you do it. So that's exactly what I do in my group, is I help people apply the information, right? They get more information and then I teach them to apply. That's the difference. But that's only if you're looking to invest. I was talking yesterday to one of my members. They said they don't backtest anymore because there's no point. After some time in backtesting, you start disrespecting rules and getting boring and useless. So you say no, so no more backtesting. What do you say about that? I constantly, not backtest, I simulate. Even at this stage, I simulate because it's like practice, right? A football player is going to tell you that he gets bored of going to practice. He still goes to it, right? Or a basketball player is going to say they'd spend more time in practice than actually playing. So to think that we can get away with doing it the opposite way is not really the smartest thing, right? We need to have some, of course we get practice through, you know, showing up to the charts every day and trading, but we need to refine, see if we can, you know, especially in times where you want to see how a particular month acted, right? Just today I was speaking with someone in DMs who started backtesting in our group. And he said that, man, when I was backtesting last year, things were so much easier. Options were so much easier. I said, yeah, they will be. But this just shows you that in these times, you shouldn't be forcing anything. Where people who don't backtest don't understand that, and they feel lost during these times. They're taking trades when markets are slow and losing money. Right? I prioritize 1.5 max to 2 hours a day backtesting. Yeah, you don't even need that much, man. Once a week is enough. Or at my stage here, I do maybe once a month, if I'm being honest. Once a month, 40 minutes. It's good enough just to, you know, keep this. Just keep the momentum. And also for us, it's also different. We're always in an environment discussing trades, discussing options, discussing possibilities, so that changes a little bit. All right, this 1 hour still no bottom wick. Do we have a bottom wick on other brokers? That would be nice. No. I don't like how there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1-hour candles, no pullback. That I don't like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 30-minute candles, no pullback. That's the thing I don't like. Your good and consistent strategy and time frame drawing up, yeah, maybe it seems like my trading style is a little bit more chilled and lax, but it yields consistency, and I think that's a lot of things that people don't have, and if I can have that, I feel I'm already ahead. And all I care about is I need a strategy. I don't need a fancy strategy that's good for marketing, that seems super hype. I just need one that's scalable with risk. That's the number one thing about a profitable strategy, is I need to ask myself, is it scalable with risk? And the way I trade is very scalable with risk. You know, it's very scalable. Hello, Harry. Can you recap the plan here? Can you see on the screen? It's written on the screen. That's your task, to try, find out. Also, as an exercise, what do you think is the best plan today? Right? What do you think is the best? We need to also teach you how to learn how to identify a plan, because the more you can identify a plan, the better. There you go, right? The better you'll have an understanding in the trades. Yep, we want to break the 4 hour. We're very close to it right now. Do some measuring and you'll find out that this is around 1.8 pips. Not much, right? These are not big candles. That candle is a 9 pip candle. First 9 pip candle we've had. So if we can get above this 4 hour, I think that will be the option. How much leverage do you usually trade with? I don't really look at my leverage. I think on my broker it's set to 1 to 500, but I don't need more than 1 to 100. If you're using full leverage, you're over risking. There's a bottom wick on mine. Let me check my broker. No, I don't have one, but now that we at least we created a structure here, so maybe you don't have to worry. It could be liquidity grab for going short. Yes, it could be a possibility, but we need to create a resistance. It's very hard to say at the moment because everything is pointing up in terms of our session. So we don't know when it will go short. It could come to 500 first before going short. So that's why we should just try to focus on what's in front of us. When volatilities drop, isn't it better to move to higher timeframes to do more intraday trades? Yes, but we're not even seeing higher timeframe move, right? That's the problem. Look at yesterday. Where were we yesterday? We were here yesterday at London session. So if you traded higher timeframe yesterday, you've done nothing. This is where we were higher timeframe yesterday. This is where we are today. Before this big candle that just came, which has been the biggest candle of the session. So higher time frame after 12 hours from yesterday to today, actually no, 24 hours. This has been 24 hours. We're at the same spot in 24 hours of holding a trade. Right? And imagine where your higher time frame stop loss has to be. If you put your stop loss down here, you know, if you put your stop loss here, you would have been stopped out anyways. You'd need a big stop loss. So 9 pips isn't going to pay you right now. You know, so it doesn't solve that problem because we're not moving. I noticed myself backtesting being better at reading price going up rather than down because we're always so bullish on GJ. Yes, that's also an issue. You just have to train your eyes. There'll be times where GJ starts going down, and then we'll get good at that. Give me a sec, guys. Go pip and come back. What are you looking for? Break or buy? Not break. I would like to see probably a close above. I mean, ideally, I would like to trade to this 4-hour resistance, but I just think 2 pips is not worth it, really. And we have no pullbacks on 5-minute, which is making me a little bit iffy, you know? Especially, I do think this might just want to retest 4-hour, make a resistance, then the close above will be the nice option. Then at least we have some sort of structure here. Because putting your stop loss below the candle that does not have a bottom wick is probably not the best idea for stop. So I probably want this stop, which 13 pip stop in these market conditions is pretty big because we're not getting a 13 pip push. You know, you expect a 9, 10, 8, 9 pip push, you know. When you start to follow your rules, is it your turning point? I think my turning point was developing a profitable strategy from backtesting. That's honestly my turning point. Because the problem is that how do you know your rules are going to work? Because that was my major problem, is I would follow some rules that some guy told me on the internet, but I don't know if he's being honest. I haven't seen proof that they work. Yeah, I've seen his Instagram. On Instagram they work, but I haven't seen it live in front of me, and it's not working for me. Right? You don't have, like, now these days, I mean, people like, you know, me who are putting results for you guys who don't have to do the work because you can see it works because it's being done in front of you live every single day, right? You can see it's being done live in front of you, so you know it works and you can just learn the strategy. But at that time, for me, I had to go and backtest it myself. And even though I still do recommend going and backtesting it to yourself, just so you understand how to view. Look at this rejection here. 1 hour probably will make its bottom wick. We probably will see that. This is why I didn't want to rush into anything here. Anywhere around that 4-hour resistance is being tricky. Gold going a little crazy? What is gold doing? Oh damn, yeah, gold's pushing here. Sheesh. That's a big push. 19 pips. Where does that come from? Good morning to gold. It's already above the 4-hour resistance, which is good. I wonder if today a breakout trade would work. Let's see. We need to get above here, and I want to see like a thunderstorm above there so I can keep stops, because it's a bit too big stops. It's 30 pip stops. What tool do you use to measure pips? Just the measurement tool, man. Just the measurement tool here. You can see pips on the side there. Yeah, this is nice volume coming in here. I wonder if there's any options that made sense here. This candle here to fill the wick, maybe. But then 1 hour was closing like that. 30-minute was closing rejection. I guess in hindsight, this candle here looks easy. But so did this, right? And I failed. So did this. Yeah, this is the problem with gold in London. It's just so random, man. Sometimes you get nice pushes, and sometimes it just screws you up. Plan would have been above the 4-hour resistance. So if you take that idea on a 5-minute, yeah. How big was stop loss, though? 28 pips? 16 pips? Yes, because you know this could pull back all the way down here. You'd have to keep stops under structure in London. Keeping stops somewhere here, you get away with that in New York with volume, but in London you need to keep it under structure because London loves to do these type of pullbacks. Right, deep pullbacks, but it respects structure. Breaks all lows here, respects structure. So you'd expect price. So even if you were taking that idea, you'd allow price to do that, you know. PBOC, that was news. Let's have a look. Nothing crazy. Gold's bottom wick tapped me out at B and then flew. Ugh. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. 700 people. Hopefully we get some volume in by London Open here. Can do some business. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. You guys know the drill. But I appreciate everyone showing up. Get the likes up to 250. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, part of the game. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you know when we go live, and you can watch the analysis at the beginning of the stream, and also you can watch my YouTube videos. So be sure to hit the subscribe. Check out the new breakout structure video. I think this will help a lot of you. The what? Which one, brother? How about a video having having profits, break of structure? Yeah, just a small video I made on YouTube. You guys already know this from the fundamental section on WOP, covers this concepts. How about a video on having profits bigger than your losses? I know it's a very important topic. Just be good if you make one. Yeah, we could do that in the group, man. Do you think Chinese New Year contributes to a lot of small ranges these days? Chinese New Year should be finished, man. It's finished. And no, I don't think it contributes. I think what contributes is that just we are at basically almost generational highs, right? It's been almost 10 years, right? It's been almost 10 years since we've been to these levels. And we're just seeing lack of clarity in terms of both economies. UK slipped into recession, Japan's into recession. Obviously, I still do think that the yen is weaker than the pound, but we're just seeing that kind of lack of clarity, lack of movement, etc., right? So that's why I think small ranges are being made. Actually, last February was rangy as well, right? If you go back to last February, you'll see similar price action towards the end of last February, but beginning of last February was good as well. Look at this. Go to February, like let's say today's the 20th. Let's go back to the 20th, right? This is what? September. Damn, this sucks, this replay tool. All right, let's go to November. January, February. Right, there were times here like this here, these areas here were slow, but then we got nice push towards these areas here. So we were getting nice pushes eventually, but there was times last February where we like these periods here, right? This one, this one, this one, but then at least we would break out. So hopefully we get these type of breakouts. This was done by news, so very similar to what we have had, right? Range, 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 news moves price, range, 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 news moves price, range, 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 you know, very similar, right? And then after that, that is where you really see, you know, price start to kick in gear after we start getting these big breakouts. But you see, stuff like that, that's like a day you need to maximize. We were at 164, right? We're at 180 something. All right, 30-minute candle close here. It's open, no bottom wick yet again here. I do expect this to make a bottom wick. It might have to retest this here, but this is beautiful structure. We do want to see structure like this, right? So I do think that we could flip down here, make a bottom wick, and then if we can close above the 4-hour, that would happen about 15 minutes before London Open, and probably that would end up being your option right there. Right, that would be following the plan, and that's what I'd be looking at. GDP growth minus 0.1, but both weak. Yes, but yeah, but JPY has a de-inflation problem. They need more inflation in their country. That's the problem with the JPY. That was a bit of a dump. Well, bottom wick is definitely being made here, so we don't have to worry about that. So I do think if we can close above, I actually think if we can even just close above this, we haven't tapped for our resistance yet, guys. So if 30-minute can just close above this resistance we've been rejecting since yesterday, could just continue like that with that. They stable at almost 2%. Yeah, but that's the problem. They need that 2%. They're not. The problem is they're having also they need wage growth as well. All right, this close on gold. 30-minute has closed above. 15 minutes still at resistance. I would need to see this candle pull back and something to close above. And maybe since we're beginning of week, I will try a gold breakout in London. Just since yesterday was bank holiday, so if we're going to get volume, maybe we see it today. Right, because we would have had trap volume from yesterday. But I would need a very specific setup to take. I would need a very specific setup to take a breakout on gold. Because boy oh boy, have I seen this fake out and fake out all the time. Wages daily 1,002 yen, not much to correct. Yeah, but you have to realize that also. You have to realize also that the economy is not in the right spot to be changing monetary policy. It is very clear. People think that they will change monetary policy. It's wrong. They will keep negative interest rates. They are struggling to hold inflation above 2% with negative interest rates. So if they increase that, then that's going to be another problem again. Harry, how does spread work? It's just what your broker offers. So spread basically means the difference between the price that real market price and the price that the liquidity provider is offering. Brokers can also add their own marked up spread. So if brokers are adding spread, they will mark it up. If they're not adding spread, then they will take commission, and that's how brokers make money. But who's determining the spread is going to be the liquidity provider. So that's how the liquidity provider makes money. Just think of it as like, it's crazy. So many people make money before you do, right? You know, the liquidity makes money from spread. Brokers make money from commission, you know, and it's like, you know, passing on many hands. If gold London breakout starts to kicking again, would be amazing. Yeah, man. Hence, why don't you come to Zoom chat, bro? I can see you quicker. Come to Zoom chat. On GJ, I'm short on the 30-minute candle, respecting resistance and going down. Yeah, if price is going to range, that could work, you know. But for me, I think we're still not ready just yet. Okay, 1 hour made a bottom wick here. Right? Yeah, we've seen this before, guys. We've seen this before, and I'm glad that we're not in it. Slow move up, everything looks perfect, and 2 candles come here and ruin everything. I expect this next candle probably even to come down and retest here. 200s. Right? Who remembers this? Slow, boring move up, boom, just to retrace. What time frame is best for trading? I personally trade on the 15-minute. Look, straight to my predicted target, huh? I mean, if things get really bad, then we'll have to be taking these 4 or 5 pip scalps. Problem is the win rate's pretty low, so you have to take quite a lot of them. If I'm gonna sell GJ, where would I sell GJ today? That would make sense to sell. I don't like selling into all of this support. This feels like I'm gonna get slapped. I'm just gonna get either I'm gonna get that, like what happened here, this kind of candle, or I'm gonna get stuck in this, which is both scenarios I don't want to get caught in. So I rather wait, and then I will take the buys to do that. And if we get stuck in this, I can just close break even. Bro, can we sell gold from here? I think things are more bullish. And for me, I have a full bullish bias on gold. So for me, 4-hour candle closing bullish and daily candle closing bullish, that would be counter trend. It wouldn't follow my rules. The only sell you could argue, like, with the mixed bias is GJ. But I don't see how you get in because I don't think that's a very profitable trade long term. It's not something I've tested myself. So I don't think you do too well on that. Some idiot is spamming the chart. What do you mean spamming the chart? You mean chat? Yeah, moderators will take care of him. In fact, I'm hoping this is set up to buy. Yeah, that would make beautiful sense as well, because we haven't tapped 4-hour resistance, right? It's still an open target. It's still an open target. It would make sense just to go and retest. I don't see why we would not need to retest, especially, did we get the 30 closing? That's the only thing that's not nice, is that the 30 didn't close above. If the 30 closed above and then this pull back, then that would be that. I made the switch to futures, but still come here and listen to you, Harry. I appreciate. What do you trade on futures? Futures very much the same. Where's Lovejeet? He took a week off. He's finding markets too rangy. Looking to trade DAX? Then yeah, man, you should stay and chat with the DAX guys. Futures is very much the same. Your analysis will be the same. Everything, it's just a different entry method. What year was the hardest for you to trade so far? Because that would be the best year to backtest, as you would see how watertight the strategy and point out the most mistakes for me. I've never had a full year where the strategy has been hard. There's just been particular times and particular months, right? But sometimes when I go backtest those months, okay, sometimes when I backtest those months, they're totally fine. Why is this numbers not changing? I'm following you for a long time. How long have you been following me? For a week? The last time that number changed was last week. Not last week, this week. No, yeah, last week. Right? You're not looking, only look, he doesn't look at break even. So yeah, following me for a week, man, is not going to be a long time. I'll tell you that much. If you think a week is a long time, then you are in for a long journey here. Can I be a millionaire with a $50 account? Your goal should be to turn that to $100 before even thinking about $1 million. Right? Get to the next stage. Even if you can make $5 on that, it's something good. Not $1 million. Okay, the good thing is making nice range here. If we can respect this 4-hour support, that's a 19 pip range. Damn, that's great. Can't believe I said 19 pip range. Can you imagine, guys? We have a 19 pip range. $50 to 1, that's God mode. I know, right? 50 to 1 million? Shit. That'd be insane. Recommended account for recommended lot size for 5k account. So you asked me about my wins, and then now you're asking about recommended lot size for a 5k account. That tells me that you're missing fundamental skills. So I'd recommend that you go and learn how to calculate risk, just the basic stuff. There's so many free videos, and then that would be the best way, man. Because you need to learn how to manage risk. Because what if someone has a 50 pip stop loss? Your lot size will be different. What if someone like me uses a smaller stop loss, right? I use 10, 12, 15 pip stop loss, then your lot size will be different, right? Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Almost 800 people here. Hopefully we get some sort of action here. Been waiting a long time Definitely a game of patience at the moment. Gold, I think, is rejecting the top of the range. Yes. Like to see there's something close outside the top of the range. GJ as well rejecting. It would be nice if this candle can close bearish like this, the next one close bullish for London Open. Hi man, I recommend Currency Heatwave app. It shows how strong weak currency volume volatility in real time. I don't think it's accurate, man. It's just taking numbers from lagging indicators. Does London open of 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. GMT? It opens 8 a.m. 8 a.m. London time. Have you ever tried trendline breaks? Yes, I used to trade with trendlines, and the only thing is that they're subjective, but I do know successful people trading with trendlines. I just prefer horizontals. Do you connect your broker to Tradingview? No, I use MetaTrader because latency is a lot faster and execution is faster. Tradingview is a little bit slower. I close my positions. You recommend to open 1 to 2 positions a day. If there's other opportunity, should we enter? No, you should go enjoy your day. If you're at the charts and you've taken 2 winning trades, I don't think you need to go and you don't need to go and take another trade. All right? Is MT5 faster than C-Trader? Yes, I do believe so. Bailey speaks at 10:15. Really? Where do you see that? Really hope it's not waiting for Bailey's speech like last time. Tuesday, Bailey. Oh, he's gonna speak at the report, yes. But we're done by then. Yeah, it's here, man. He's gonna speak when the report comes out. Man, I really hope the market's not waiting for that. Like, don't be boring, markets, bro. Like, really, don't be boring. Don't wait for that. Don't have to wait for that. Last time you guys waited for that in the market, nothing happened. What should be profit factor and net profit percentage to consider profitable? Anything above 1.0 and percentage, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't really matter. More gym vlogs soon? Yes, of course. More vlogs will be coming. What broker do you use that still uses MT4? I use IC. How long did it take you to become profitable trader and do it full time? Any advice for trader having doubts? It took me over a year, and if you have doubts, it's because you need to have plans and you need to have a whole system ready to go in terms of you need to make sure that you're financially set up, that you can afford months that are slower and stuff like that. I think a lot of people come into this with no plan, no preparation, and it just destroys them. This is the only job in the world that you get, that you lose money for your time. Every other job you get paid for your time. Do you use Fibonacci in your risk management? No, I don't use Fibonacci in my risk management. They're sending out surveys asking about not having MetaTrader? Damn. I would stop trading. You know, these guys really need to make their own platform. It's not difficult to make. That's what I clicked. Huge learning curve with new platform. No, it's not that bad. I don't understand how FTMO has zero problems and all the others are in shit, because FTMO quickly banned US clients. All others rely on US clients to make money, which proves that their system is worked off challenges being failed. Because if they had profitable traders trading with them anyways, then they don't need to worry. But FTMO is so established that the Eurozone can carry them, so they can just cut off. It's the US putting regulations on these prop firms, banning them. It's not the other jurisdictions. So they're going robbed. That's what's happening. Hey Harry, is GJ battling for the last DR? It seems to be. We have crossed through it already though. Now it seems like a little bit of volume is coming in here, a little bit of a spike here. I mean, if this can make this bottom wick flip and close bullish above here, like, there's no way I'm not interested in that. Just have to find some sort of stop loss. Do you have a conspiracy why US doesn't want to make more money? Because regulation in America costs like $1 million. So the government's not making money, you know, because they're not getting regulated. So they can't regulate them because they're registered offshore. So they told Meta, quotes, I'll tell you after, actually, I'll tell you after. Maybe not allowed to say that on live. My strategy is showing good win percentage in high Kanashi candles, but it goes negative when I use normal candles. Yeah, then if you have an edge, continue. Make sure to back test it. That's another nice thing with Pip Labs is that we do now, since we use Tradingview charts, the same way that you can change your candles on Tradingview, you can do it on there. So you can back test using high Kanashi candles, which is obviously pretty cool, right? Check gold. Gold is just trying to get above this zone. Where do you get these insiders from? Just informed in the industry, you know? Yes, keep it tight. Funding Traders CEO made a video that got pulled because he said some very direct stuff about MQ. Yeah, exactly. That's why. That's exactly why. Gold form a triple top. Do you think it will go? Do you think it will drop? It could do, but it's not. It did close above its 30-minute resistance here. It's just not above its 15-minute resistance. So we could just, if you did this to the chart, guys, okay, do this to the chart and tell me what makes sense from this price action right here. Right? What is price doing right now? Okay, what is price doing to you right now? What do we see happening in price? Right, price is forming structure. We're not seeing it change structure towards the downside and do this. If we do that, yeah, sells make more sense. So most recent price action is showing upside. Now, with a little bit more analysis, we know that we have resistance here. So we know that we can't continue up till we break this resistance. But that doesn't mean that we sell at resistance and buy at support, because in trending markets, we're going to break resistance and respect support. Not respect, but create supports. Break resistance, create supports. So if you try sell every resistance, you're going to lose every single time. So don't try predict tops and predict bottoms. Calling tops and calling bottoms are career-ending moves. Try trade to the tops and above them, or trade to bottoms or below them. Alright, 5 minutes to London Open. Let's see how this 1 hour candle closes. It's an interesting 1 hour candle if it closes like this. Hopefully in 5 minutes it just does some business. This 15-minute candle is a terrible close. If it closes like this, it gives us no information, because it's just closing bang on middle in the range. Doesn't really give you much range towards the upside. Maybe can force breaking towards the upside. Would have to see, because that would just be buying straight into 30-minute resistance. Makes it tough. We'll have to analyze on open. Why Tradingview time and MT5 time not the same? MT5 time is weird. Like, even when you place trades, it's weird. Like, I don't know why. It's just weird. Even when I place trades and I check what time, I'm like, what time zone is that? Like, I would place a trade the same time from one day to another, and it would show me 2 different times sometimes. You know, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Do you have a 4-hour resistance at 0.298? 0.298. Yes, there would be one here. You are right. We were just above it at the time, so I didn't mark it. But yes, you are right. Hey bro, what's in your group? I want to join it. Basically, we have daily Zoom calls, so every day we jump on Zoom together. They're on Zoom right now. After the stream ends, we discuss, or if trading is still relevant, we look to take more positions. Not more, but if we haven't taken a position. Then, basically, we have weekly webinars. The main benefit of being on Zoom on stream is that there's no delay. And also, I read your questions a lot quicker. And the number one benefit is getting access to my exclusive content. So you get access to all my content here. And then based on this content, you watch the videos and then you ask me questions based on that. And that's how you're going to learn. You're going to learn the application. And that's what the group is, man. And then just a community. We have, I share my trades. We have a live chat. And yeah, I have a video. Just watch the video. I've said this so many times. Just watch the video. Harry, do you have a video how you mark up your charts? Yes, it will be in the free course. The free course has that on YouTube. I'm in the waitlist for your group. Hope I can enter soon. No worries, no worries. Then you should be pretty high on the waitlist. Yeah, you guys can. I think this week I'll only keep the waitlist open, and then maybe we open end of month. I'm planning to do a pretty big psychology webinar that I've been working pretty hard on. It's not going to be some quick topic. It's going to be a full focused webinar. Just based on my experience, something a little bit different, and yeah, something that I do have experience in dealing with psychological aspects. So I do think, I'm not some young kid saying that I bullshitting. No, I have had stuff. All right, London Open. Can we close above the 4 hour here on the 1 hour? Otherwise, we're closing below on the 1 hour. Could be a rejection here. Around 43 seconds here. This is a tough spot indeed. How's gold looking? Yeah, gold not closing above the resistance here. 1 hour also closing below resistance. That would support people selling gold, even though I don't agree with it, but it would support that. DJ trying to make it back above here last minute, which it seems like it is doing. Damn, open push here. No way you get in that. Open push here, you guys saw that. Shit. Took me out, you were in a sell? Unlucky, bro, unlucky. I don't think sells were just ready yet. More wins ahead for you, brother, more wins ahead. Right, here's the bottom wick coming. So we see this open push. London Rockets, yeah man, no way you get in that. It was like a news open. Big Ben smacked the sellers, yes. And now gonna smack the buyers, right? Who got triggered all up here. Now they're in drawdown, they don't know what to do. Again, I think the same plan is gonna play out here. We just have to wait for something closing above this 4 hour. I think that's gonna be the one. Yeah, pretty simple here. 1 hour has at least closed above the previous 4 hour. I don't want to get caught up in this mess here. Right, I'm not getting caught up in this like 3 pip mess. No, thank you. I think if this candle can close above here, that should tell us this candle will be doing what all of these candles could not do. And I don't see why we don't at least continue to this 1 hour resistance. I think that would be the case. But it would have been an impulsive entry. Yeah, I don't think that is I mean, setup 2 we're looking at, but could have been one, but I don't see any way of you entering that. And probably when it taps resistance, that's your watch level, right? So I don't know what you'd be doing here. I think you could only manage if this 5-minute candle closes bearish back below the 4 hour resistance. I think that would be the best way to manage it. So overall, I think it's just better we wait for something leaving this range. I just noticed this range is terribly inconsistent. Just seeing so much BS in this range. So if we leave it, I would hope that that leads into cleaner price action, which is why I would give it a shot. Pretty simple. Give me a sec, just gonna go adjust the AC, a little bit cold. Yeah. I'm stupid. I didn't unmute. Very stupid. But yeah, what I was saying is that I read a question that said here, can we use previous London session to give us information about current London session? Which is yes. If we notice, like yesterday in London session, we saw volume around a certain time, then we can expect volume around that time on the charts, like in the next London session. But yesterday was bank holiday, so we can't really use that as too much information for volume. We were more using that for price action, but we didn't get any price action. We just ranged, and which is pretty similar to what we're doing now. Pretty damn boring. I remember last year when we were doing this, all I did is set alerts and went and did something else, worked on other projects. Hi, while you're streaming and talking, how do you execute your trades on MT5 so fast after analyzing it on TradingView? For me personally, either I have it on my other screen here, or I'm executing just by clicking the button on the phone. You just get used to it. Like, that's why I always encourage people to understand the entry, because if you understand the entry and why we're entering, then you'll know exactly where to enter, and when you see it on your screen, you'll be able to enter. There's a dude on Discord who's trying to scam new people joining your server. Yeah, they're all idiots, bro. They're all idiots. I hate that. I need to find, if someone knows a way to block these guys. This is a problem with the public server. I might make the Discord server acceptance only, because it's ruining my notifications, because everyone turns off notifications because of idiots. You know? And we need to stop that. We need to stop that, because this is a really good free server. But unfortunately, people are lifeless and they don't have anything to do. See how many scammers are there. Right, there's only this guy. He's the only guy here. And we're going to give him the ban hammer. Boom! Banned, brother. Banned. Spam account. Goodbye, brother. See you. Nice knowing you. Better luck next time. We make a bot, anyone that joins with your name, yeah, that would be great. But they changed their name while in the group. Harry, how can I check my script in Pip Labs? We don't have scripts just yet. That will be added in the future. But you can go ahead in Pip Labs and you can use all of the available scripts that there are to backtest that TradingView offers, right? So you can use all of the available scripts, all right? Minus 0.5% today. It's unfortunate, man. I think GJ is hard to take a trade, you know, so don't be too upset with yourself that you took a loss today. So yeah. Love Pip Labs. Very nice to develop mindset. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you guys like Pip Labs. Be sure to check out Pip Labs. Links is in the description. If you're looking for backtesting software, I think this will be your best solution. It's the only backtesting software on the internet with tick data on a browser. So yeah, we put in a lot of work to that, and I really do hope that it can bring you some value if you guys are looking for one. And you can always try it for free. Tuesdays are the easiest days to trade. Wednesdays are the worst. I think it's not one specific day. I think one trend I have noticed is Friday is a great day to trade. I think Friday is a great day. All right, let's go have a look at what other pairs are doing, because if this is going to continue being like this, we need to see what other pairs have done during London. EU, any options? No. GU, same. I think all JPYs are going to be the same. We won't trade CAD, we won't trade CAD, we won't trade GA. Oh, Jesus Christ, even worse. That's crap. Okay, what else is there to trade? Euro pairs. Damn, that's bad. This EJ setup 2. Much nicer setup too. Okay, gold. Did gold do anything? No. Yeah, it seems the market's all around, guys. It's not like the only pair that looks somewhat clean is EJ. But, you know, how can you rely on 1 day worth of data? How are the boys doing on DAX? DAX normally been, oops, nice to them. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not being nice to them. I'm sure they're not happy with this. See what they're doing. Let's go, let's go. Oh, you can see there's no chat, so yeah, they're pretty chilling here. Oh no, that's 4 hour, damn. They're all in voice chat, yeah, but let's see what they would be doing. It's tough at the moment. See this 5 minute. Maybe they're trying thunderstorms, but not too much going on there. I'm still waiting for Funding Pips to launch C-Trader. MT5 is gone now. Then they introduced me to Match Trader. Any thoughts about this new platform? Nah, man, but I don't think the onboarding process should be hard. So just use whatever they give you. And yeah. You can't get the dashboard on demo. Yeah, because dashboard is a paid feature, right? Dashboard is a paid feature. And we're also finalizing the dashboard. There's going to be an amazing feature that Pip Labs is introducing very, very, very soon. The thing is, I don't want to spoil it because I know people watch the stream and they're trying to copy already. So I will tell the people in the exclusive group what the feature is, and then you guys will know very, very soon. I'm pretty excited for the new feature. I think it will be very useful for a lot of you. Also, we are thinking that if you guys want to recommend Pip Labs to people, you can also get paid. We have a system that will be able to pay you. So if you refer people, you can get paid. So we will also do that. Let me know in chat if you guys think that's a good option. If you would like that, create a little side income for you guys. Pip Labs is amazing, bro. Nice concept, different too. Thank you, thank you. No one will copy, man. Trust me, people are copying. They're trying. Yes, you would like that? Yeah, then we'll consider that. I think that could be useful for everyone. Especially if you say it on Steam, you'll have rights, not if I legally make those rights. How much experience do you have in live trading? I have over 3 years on live trading experience. I traded demo for 6 months only. Then you only have the charts and cannot try it? No, of course you can try it. You just have to press try for free. These are the charts. You can try it. Look. You will get the charts. You can take positions. You can take long positions. You can take short positions. You can backtest. You can skip candles. You can backtest the exact way you want to backtest. No problem. Right? You can take positions, long position, go full margin here. Right? Take a short, confirm, see your P&L. You can check everything. Right? Speed it up. See your P&L here. You're in $1 profit. Very rich. Now you're in $5 profit. So you can practice. And then if you want access to different pairs, if you want access to more data, like this is only, you only get 1 month of data for free, the dashboard and stuff like that, then, you know, you can do that. You can do it. Pip Labs only cost 25 for life? No, per month. Cancel anytime. Have you seen Andrew Tate in Dubai? Yes, I saw his car, but not him. I actually know his head of security. GJ is going down. At the moment, it does look like it's going down, but I don't see any valid way I can enter on this going down at the moment. Nothing that follows my rules. I think we're getting a bit too hyped about, you know, 5-6 pip pushes that we're having in London. Even gold is not heading down. So Ratchet, does that make sense? I think just on board with their new platform, don't worry about it. And just, you know, because we just take market executions, it should be very much the same. Gold is slow. Yeah, I said it wouldn't be too ready just yet for sells, you know. Cool, Ratchet. No trade today. I'm waiting for one. We came very close to taking one here if we were to close above, but the markets are not on my side. I don't think... I mean, people tried to short this. We had Algo in the chat here. He tried to short and he took a loss, unfortunately. So it's not been easiest even for people trying to short. Because, you know, you can't run big stop losses. Because running big stop losses, it's not going to give you the correct RR here. Because this is like even from origin of move. If you shorted exactly on the first bearish candle here, you'd still only be up 7-8 pips. Yeah, 7 pips. So it's not moving crazy. You know? So I'm not sure. I'm looking around the board here, and it's pretty much the same around the board. Seeing the same with GU, seeing similar with EU. Gold I'm seeing similar as well. Ranging at the top of the range here. EJ as well is just failed now. So even if you did try attempt the setup 2 here break of high, it would just come probably tap you break even. Or you're managing on 5 minute. So overall just a little bit tough. We are going sideways. Yeah, I believe GJ today looks more bullish than bearish at the moment. Until we're proven otherwise. And then we can take a trade based off that. But we are having good conversation, which is good. We're getting good questions in chat. Right? So I appreciate people showing up, giving the questions while we wait for trades here. As much as this is frustrating for you guys, it's not frustrating for me. I'm used to it. So a lot of people feel frustrated, but this is something you have to get used to, because I know that in these times, if I don't, it'll be much worse if I lost money in these times. I'll tell you that much. You know, when markets are ranging. So yeah, I don't think any strategy right now is making any money. You know, I really don't think so. I don't see a feasible way, unless you're micro scalping on 1 minute. You know. So yeah, if you guys want to show up to the streams, if you want to catch the trades with us, if you want to learn more importantly about price action trading and how I trade and see how, you know, I trade basically, you know, join my journey. This is my documented journal we have on stream. Then be sure to leave a subscribe so that you can show up, get the, you know, get to 46K, would appreciate it. And also, people asking about giveaways. Giveaways are mostly done also on my Instagram, so be sure you're following my Instagram. What the fuck? Why would you? What type of background is that? So yeah, if you're following my Instagram, then you can be part of the giveaways. And yeah, I'm always posting, you know, content to help you guys. And yeah, so you can go enjoy my content. Now, this was a question here. Another off topic to kill time. Can you please explain the concept of nice license plates in Dubai? How much for a specific number plate? Yes, so I do have a paid license plate in Dubai. I do have a special license plate that is paid for. And it just differentiates. And also they hold value pretty well. But basically the concept is the less digits that there are, the more expensive the plate is. But also the same digit repeated can be very expensive as well. That's just the concept. It's just how it works here. So plates in Dubai are generally very expensive. Like a 2-digit number plate will set you back at least $250,000. Gold going up again? Yeah, it needs to close above the range here, guys. It needs to close above the range in 11 minutes. That's where you get your breakout. Pip number plate? No, we don't. We only have one letter in our number plate, so we couldn't do that. TS is your plate? No, I wish we had. I could put my letter on. So look, was looking at the setup 5 yesterday. Where would you put stops? Yeah, I would have put stops probably. Just, I wouldn't. Depends what time. If this was a little bit later, I would run below the full lows here. If it's like a volume time, then I'll just give it a bit of room in case it just wants to tickle this area here and go up a bit. But I think just, yeah, 1 hour after NYC open, no, then this is fine. I would just, a little bit like here, man. Just in case it wants to tickle down here. Just in case you see this tickle down here, but that spread catches you out. So I'll just keep it like, you know, just a little bit of room, like a pip, because I don't want to be tapped out by spread. But that's being picky with you because I know you know where to keep. But the stop loss placement's fine. I just would slowly adjust it just in case, you know, spread wants to come and tickle me. Four hours tap, but that stop would have eventually hit. Yeah, I think that was fine then, yeah. I mean, tomorrow, how much pips was this? Like 4 or 5 pips? It's not moving much, right? 8 pips, that's big these days. That's big. That's definitely big. Nine pip stop was alright, yeah. I think in like a bank holiday type day, you can just secure there, you know. Would be better. Alright guys, gold is rejecting here. GJ is just ranging. I'm gonna basically chill with my exclusive group right now. I think the plan is, if this comes after stream, it's probably always the way, but we'll just be on Zoom. If this closes above here, I think this could be an option here, right? So I think this could be an option closing above here. For GJ, I don't really see too much at the moment. I need more price action. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough at the moment. I really don't see too much value in trying to trade in this range. I don't want to get caught in something like this to be replicated here. We're not seeing volume or continuation come in, and this is just going to end up hitting my stop loss, I feel. So I don't want to put myself in that tough position. So yeah, that's basically what I'd be looking for. And yeah, a little bit, you know, slow here. Nothing really much we could do. Yeah, it's just trying to range here, just trying to range. And I mean, nothing changed from open. Yeah, nothing did change from open. We're just basically where we are. I do think maybe it tries breakdown. We'll have to see if it was to try breakdown right now. Yeah, here's a little bit of volume coming in. I just don't see where this is, like, where can you target? Like, do measure. Remember, this is probably a 2 pip move. Oh, it's 4 pips. Okay, so a bit of volume has come in. 15 pips stop though, minimum. You need this to do the whole move here to be worth it. So, and it can reject here, 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 here. So I don't think this is a smart trade. I think this is just forcing a trade in the range. Even if we had lower time frame where we could have small ranges to trade with on lower time frame, but we're not having that as well at the moment. So I think it makes it a little bit tough. If this was a smaller stop loss, then maybe yeah, but otherwise a little bit tough. So anyways, this is what we're dealing with at the moment, and I guess we'll just have to wait here. We'll see what options present themselves. I think maybe New York, we could replicate the same trade from down here. If this slowly makes its way down, it will create clean candles to potentially continue. Now listen, if GJ starts to leave these lows here, if we can break through these lows, this will also be a good idea. And I think we could start to retrace some of this whole move here and continue down bearish. Right, I think that will be the case, is we'll be able to continue down bearish. So let's see what ends up happening here, and we'll take it from there, all right? Wait, volume's hitting. Yeah, but if I wait, I don't see where it will be valuable to be able to take a trade at the moment. Can reject off anywhere. And I'm really, in these market conditions, I'm not interested in running 15, 16 pip stops. Like, I rather let this do something. You know, I rather let this do something I mean, you have to time this so perfectly to get in exactly, like you need the next candle to do volume business to get it. You know, and you can't manage the trade. It's TP or SL. And I tried that already and it's not working. Like already you're having this rejection here. If you're in sells, you're like, okay, what do I do? Because you're wrong, because it could reject resistance and go up. So it's very hard, right? It's very hard. So yeah, that's how I'm going to treat it. Appreciate everyone showing up. Let's show up tomorrow. And we need this to get out the range. And once it gets out the range, we'll be back on track and taking beautiful trades, which is exactly what we need to do. So, all right, take care all. Have a good day. And with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and peace. Yes, sir.